I wake up at weird times. Sorry, my voice cracked there. I wake up at weird times during the night. Like I'll literally go to sleep at like 7 or 8, and then I'll wake up at like, what is it, 3 o'clock in the morning right now? Almost 4. So yeah, it's just what I do. But yeah, let's kick it off. Let's kick off the day with a Miami Dolphins rebuild. Yesterday we did a Tampa Bay Buccaneers one, so if you haven't seen that yet, go ahead and check it out in the playlist. But today's all about the Dolphins. I have an idea of what route I want to go with in the draft and how I kind of want to construct this team because they're not that far off. Um, I know this past season they started off so bad. We'll go ahead and go through their team schedule and I'll kind of show y'all what I'm talking about. So basically, 59-10 to start out the season. Everyone's saying, okay, that they're just terrible. 43-0 loss to the Patriots. Okay, they're really bad. This team is going 0-16, 31-6, 30-10. I mean, these are losses all by 20 or more points to start the first 4 weeks, and then they get their bye, and you see a 1-point loss to the Redskins, 10-point loss to the Bills, 13-point loss to the Steelers, and then a 2-game winning streak, 17-point loss there. Browns beat them by, I think that's 17 points. And then they beat the Eagles, one of the biggest surprises of the season. Lost to the Jets by 1. Lost to the Giants pretty bad, but Eli Manning wanted to win that game. And then they finished up the regular season with 2 straight wins. So they won 3 out of the last 5 games to finish 5-11. And honestly, in my personal opinion, they stopped the dynasty of the Patriots by beating them in Week 17, forced them to play on Wild Card Weekend, and get beat by the Tennessee Titans. I think, I know the Titans beat them in the playoffs, but I think the Dolphins personally ended the dynasty. So, this team isn't that far off. If you look at the roster, obviously it's terrible, but we have a few good pieces. And hold on, let me go ahead and turn off tutorial pop-ups. I forgot to turn that off, that's my bad. But looking at the roster, we do have a few pieces to work with. We have Ryan Fitzpatrick, which I'm not going to bring him back because we're definitely drafting a quarterback. Kalen Ballage is awful. He's terrible. I know this isn't realistic. I don't know if they would do this, but I'm going to cut him. I think he's awful. And so is Patrick Laird. Liard, is that how you pronounce it? He's terrible too. So I'm good with Samaje Perine being our backup running back. He's a power back. So, but we definitely need to address running back in the offseason. Devontae Parker finally had his best year of his career. He's a former first-round pick. Everyone thought this guy was a bust. He finished the season with 1,200 yards and 9 touchdowns. I mean, look how, like, his best season was in 2016, and that was only 750 yards. And I mean, he was outstanding. I mean, last year he only had 28 yards per game, and he went to 80. And he definitely was a Pro Bowl snub, in my opinion. And then you have Albert Wilson. I'm not going to use him. Jakeem Grant. He's always a good special teams returner. If we wanted to, we could put him at backup running back, but they're not going to do that in real life. Allen Hurns used to be good on the Jaguars. If you never got to see this guy play, I mean, he had a 1,000-yard season in 2015, and after that, I mean, kind of went downhill because of injuries, but he's definitely not a guy that I see long-term on this team. Preston Williams, he looked like a beast when he was out there. I believe he was undrafted. I believe he was. Yeah, he was undrafted out of Colorado State, and he's a big time playmaker. So at worst, he'll probably be our slot receiver. I hope to get him involved. Um, but yeah, Albert Wilson and Jakeem Grant just aren't a part of my future plans. Offensive line, we have Julian Davenport. He is like 25. So I mean, I don't know what's there. Michael Dieter from Wisconsin, probably their best offensive lineman last year. He was a rookie. He has the height to play right tackle, so maybe we'll move him over to right tackle. Daniel Kilgore, not good. He's like 20. No, he's 32. Yeah, he's definitely off the team. Danny Isadora, 26. He's only a 60. I mean, this team is gonna, like, Michael Dieter's probably gonna be the only one at the end of this rebuild that's still on this team from the offensive line. And then we have Mike Gesicki. He was really hyped up coming out of Penn State. Um, he's got good speed, good catching. He just hasn't really put it all together. Um, and I don't know if he's going to be the future at tight end. We have Clive Walford. Do y'all remember when Clive Walford was supposed to be like the next best tight end? I remember that. I don't know if y'all do, but Mike Gesicki, we'll see if he turns out to be anything. He's a high overall, and he's only 24, so I have faith that we can develop him. Defensively, now, this is the tricky part. We have Davin Gotchix from LSU. He's only 25, and I mean he's decent, but he's not like great. Christian Wilkins, kind of a down year for his rookie year. He's already 24. He's a 74 overall. We'll see how he plays in the sim. I haven't really ever seen him go off, so we'll see what we got there. And then, who is this? John Jenkins, 31. Definitely got to find a replacement there. Xavier Howard. One of the best corners in the league, but the Dolphins might not even keep him heading in the next season because he had some kind of thing off the field. I don't know if it was like domestic violence, but honestly, yeah, they just re-signed him to a contract too. And he's already 27. Honestly, I might trade him. I know we're gonna get a big cap penalty, but I don't like domestic violence people. Aqib Talib definitely isn't on the future plans of this team. He's already 34. He might retire, honestly, after this season. If he doesn't, try and trade him or probably cut him. Cordera Tankersley, 26 from Clemson, 68 overall, maybe a slot corner. This Ryan Lewis, I don't know who you are, so corner's definitely going to need a massive overhaul. Bobby McCain, I know he used to play corner. I guess they converted him to a safety. He's 27, maybe like a bridge player until we find our safety of the future, because I know we traded Minka Fitzpatrick, so honestly, I don't know what his future on the team is. He's already old. Rashad Jones, another guy, 32, probably going to trade him. He's not going to be a part of the future of this team. Eric Rowe, he's already old. Adrian Colbert, when did they have him on the team? He has star development. He's only 26, so maybe we'll move him over to strong safety when we get rid of Rashad Jones. Taco Charlton, they picked him up sometime after he got cut by the Cowboys. What was his stats on the year? He had 7.5 sacks. So, not a bad year from Taco Charlton. I guess you could say that's a breakout season because he didn't do anything with the Cowboys. I honestly don't know what his future is on the team. Raekwon McMillan, Good middle linebacker, 76 overall, 24 years old, star development. He's definitely going to be a part of our plans in the long run. So is Jerome Baker, a beast, 74 overall. He doesn't even have a development trait, which is ridiculous. I mean, he's a great linebacker. These two are definitely going to be a part of the future. Charles Harris, former first round pick from Missouri. We're going to cut you. You were a bust. Vince Beagle, I think this is. He's 27, maybe a stopgap player, but yeah, guys, we have a lot of work to do. It's just not a good team. A lot of old players, and we got to get younger. So let's go ahead and simulate to the off season. See who ends up in the Super Bowl here. Chiefs beat the Saints 29-17. Or no, Saints beat the Chiefs 29-17. So Drew Brees goes out on top. Aqib Talib is a free agent. Not bringing you back. Matt Hack, one of the best young punters in the league. We'll go ahead and offer him a 6-year deal. Vince Beagle, Isaiah Ford. Yeah, there's no one here I want to bring back. Adrian Colbert, maybe like a 2-year deal. If he'll accept this, I'll bring him back. And he accepts, so yeah, no one else I'm looking at here. So let's just go ahead and simulate to free agency. We will look and see. Ooh, did Devontae Parker get a dev increase? He did. He goes from star to superstar, I believe. Yep. He got his dev increase during Super Bowl week. And he was the wide receiver of the year for the AFC. So that's pretty lit. But yeah, let's go ahead and simulate to free agency. Let's look at the roster, see if there's any cuts we can make to get money off the books. Ryan Fitzpatrick, $4 million we can save. Hate to do it, but Fitzmagic are gone. Josh Rosen, you're not the quarterback of the future, so I might as well trade you to a team that needs a quarterback. I think Pittsburgh would be an interesting spot. And I mean, they have done deals with the Steelers this year, trading Minka Fitzpatrick. So, what can we get in return for Josh Rosen? Respond to it. No. Any running backs that would potentially make some sense? Benny Snell. Benny Snell is a backup running back. I mean, that's not terrible value. We'll get Benny Snell and a 4th. I think that's fair value. And they accept that. So we get a good backup running back out of Josh Rosen and a 4th round pick. Albert Wilson is making way too much money. I don't think we would get anything spectacular for him, so we're just going to cut him. Jakeem Grant, Alan Hearns, y'all are both off the team. I just don't need you, so we'll go ahead and cut y'all. And then, yeah, so we got Devontae Parker, Preston Williams, Mac Hollins, I believe, was on the Eagles a couple years ago. Gary Jennings, the rookie from last year, I believe was on the Seahawks, and I guess they signed him off the practice squad. But Mike Gesicki and Smith, I'm good with that tight end duo. Julian Davenport, Michael Dieter, Daniel Kilgore. We can free up almost $4 million. You guarantee I'm doing that. Danny Isadora, Shaq Calhoun, Jesse Davis. Why did they sign Jesse Davis to this contract? My God. We'd take a $7 million penalty, almost $7 million penalty, and we wouldn't even save anything, so I'm not going to worry about cutting him. Avery Moss and Zach Sealer, I guess, can be depth players. Christian Wilkins, Jonathan Ledbetter, Davin Gotchicks, Taco Charlton, I guess we'll keep around, maybe as a backup player. Raekwon McMillan, Jerome Baker, we're good at middle linebacker. Right outside linebacker, Andrew Van Ginkel and James Crawford, both young players. So Xavier Howard is the big one, though. Honestly think I'm going to trade him. I'm going to package him and Rashad Jones up and see if we can get... The Bears are interested. See if we can get like a potential like player out of it. Buccaneers, they do need secondary help. And Bruce Arians does take risk with players that like have off the field issues. Look at Robert Kimdiche. I thought he was on the Dolphins, but I guess they cut him too. Buccaneers, what can we get? Defensive end, who do they got? Oh, we just rebuilt this team yesterday, so you'd think I'd know the roster. Vita Vea, that's not happening in real life. Carl Nassib? No. Levante David? No. They do probably want to trade him, but I could see him going to a team like the Packers, like we traded him to yesterday. Corners, they do have some good young corners, but I'm not interested. Let's try out another team that I think will realistically take this on. Seattle. They don't want Rashad Jones. But if y'all would give us y'all's first round pick this year, and then we'll give y'all something to trade back to like a second. Give you a second and a fourth this year. Oh wait, we can't add the fourth. So Xavier Howard, Rashad Jones in a second for the first round pick. That's fair value. So that helps them out right now because they're a win now team. Bobby McCain will probably stay at free safety. We're going to go ahead and move Adrian Colbert over to strong safety because I don't think we're going to address every single position that we need this offseason. So Eric Rowe is a 74. I'll probably start Adrian Colbert. And then kicker, Jason Sanders and Matt Hack. So pretty solid special teams unit. So let's go ahead and check out free agency since we cleared up some money. We have $108 million in cap room. So that's pretty big. Who do I want to bring in? Kendall Fuller wouldn't be bad. Definitely need a corner or two. Mike Hilton, Leonard Williams. We missed out on him in the Bucks rebuild yesterday. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot Leonard Williams an offer. Or do I even want to do that? I don't even know if I want to do that yet. There's really not that many good players here in free agency. Levi Wallace, we get him quite a bit. James Bradbury, he's 27. Corey Littleton, don't really need him. Bud Dupree, I could see them taking a risk on Bud Dupree after his season this year with the Steelers. What's a 3-year deal? That's not too bad. We'll go ahead and offer him a 3-year deal worth $5.5. So almost $8 million. And we'll offer him that if he doesn't accept. That's on him. Jack Conklin. We just got him, so we're not going to go after him. Shaq Lawson, Trey Boston, Trevor Williams. There's really not that many players I want. Kendall Fuller, we'll go ahead and offer him a deal. We need a star corner, so go ahead and offer him a contract. 103 points. That's as much as I'm going. I'm trying to save up our money here. Left outside linebacker, nothing really there. Backup defensive tackle, we'll go Andrew Billings. Billings isn't a bad player. Give him like a 2-year deal. Left end, Eric Armstead. I think we've gotten him once before. I don't really like to do the same players. Louis Henry. There's really no one in this free agency where I'm just like, okay, I gotta sign him. Elijah Wilkinson, no. Ben Jones, no. Clinton Spain, no. Tight end, we're good there. Receiver, could use another receiver. Robbie Anderson would be an interesting fit. Demarcus Robinson, Adam Humphries. Again, there's just not that many good players. Running back, Melvin Gordon's here, so is Austin Eckler. So I guess the Chargers are rocking out with Justin Jackson. But I know Austin Eckler has been linked to the Dolphins. So we'll go ahead and give Austin Eckler a 5-year deal. I think he's starter caliber of a running back. Starting caliber running back. So we'll go ahead and offer him a deal. Dak Prescott is here. Mariota is here. No. Michael Pierce, Chris Jones, Yannick Ngakoue could play left outside linebacker if we wanted him to, but I don't think he would come to the Dolphins. So I think this is the only free agent offers we're going to make. Andrew Billings, Bud Dupree, Austin Eckler, and Kendall Fuller. So let's go ahead and simulate a week, and we'll see if they sign with us. So Bud Dupree signs with us, Kendall Fuller, Andrew Billings, and Austin Eckler. So we get all them players. That is nice. Go ahead and clear this. And let's go ahead and load up the draft class. Whoops, I loaded in some other draft class. I don't know which one this is. What is this one? I honestly don't know if this is a good draft class or not. I mean, it's not a bad class. We'll go with this class just because it's different. Honestly, don't know if this is a good class. We'll go ahead and try it out. I mean, why not? I know Bengal hasn't upgraded his draft class in quite a while, so I think it was like December when he last updated it, so we'll go ahead and try out this one. I've never used this draft class, so hopefully it's a good one. But it'll bring a little new change to it, I guess. And here we go. Let's get the drafting. Pick 6. Wait, okay. The draft order's kind of funky here. Bengals go Chase Young. Okay. Redskins go Jeff Okudah. CeeDee Lamb goes to the Lions. There's no way Joe Burrow falls to us. Isaiah Simmons goes to the Giants. Andrew Thomas goes to the Panthers. Joe Burrow is here, but we're not taking him. We're taking Tua Tagovailoa. So Tua, 74 overall, hidden development. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. I mean, I think Dolphins are going to take Tua, so let's go ahead and simulate to our next pick and see what we got going here. Derek Brown is still here. That'd be an interesting play. Josh Jones, Mekhi Becton. Where did we pick again? 22nd and 23rd? I would love to get both Josh Jones and Mekhi Becton. We'll go ahead and go Mekhi Becton. Need a left tackle, so 74 overall, normal development. Cowboys. I'm hoping no one goes with Josh Jones. I'm afraid the Vikings will, though. No, they don't. So Josh Jones is all ours. And Derek Brown is still there. We might take him with our next pick, but Josh Jones. So we got a left tackle, we got a right tackle, so slowly but surely improving our offensive line. Derek Brown is here. T. Higgins is here. Jordan Elliott, Cam Dantzler, C.J. Henderson, Aquara, Justin Jefferson, Yetur Gross-Matos, Caleb Von Chason is here. Gross Matos could play left outside linebacker for us. Do need another corner. We'll go C.J. Henderson. I think C.J. Henderson is a good fit. He's a 70 overall, only normal development. Why is he wearing number 5? That's so annoying. It's really annoying. We pick here again. Pick 6 of the second round. Laviska Shenault is here. Jawan Jennings. Jeff Gladney. Alton Robinson. Yeah, so this is definitely different from the Bengals draft class. Troy Dye is here. Terrell Lewis. Colton. I've never heard of these. Thaddeus Moss. I don't know about a second round prospect. Could use another receiver. Laviska Shenault is intriguing. Logan Sternberg. Nateem Mutai, that's actually a player I want to look at to potentially bring in because he is really good. I know Cesar Ruiz is good from Michigan, so we'll kind of hold off on those. Jabari Zunk. Okay, so there's a lot of players here. Anthony Jennings. Justin Matabuki, really good player in the Vale. Gallimore is good. Ross Blacklock here in the 5th. Maybe take a look at him later. Terrell Lewis is here. Jonathan Grenard. Zach Bond I've seen. Patrick Queen. He's not a 3rd round prospect. This is interesting, man. Oh, they also have Darnay Holmes in the 4th. Take a look at him. I know I'm taking a long ass time to do this. There's plenty of receivers to look at later. I think our pick here is probably going to be Terrell Lewis. I think he's probably the best player. Fits a need. 72 overall, normal development. So a lot of normal dev players. Haven't hit on the development traits. Let's go ahead and see what's available. Mutai got picked. Cesar Ruiz. Darnay Holmes is still available. KJ Hamler would be an interesting pick. Tyler Johnson. See, there's so much depth at receiver, though. I don't feel like we need to take one just yet. Darrell Williams, Shane Luox. I've heard it pronounced Lumax and then Luox. I guess I'll go with Luox. That sounds like it would be correct. Calvin Throckmorton. This draft class, I know I'm taking forever to make these picks, but it's new. I'm not used to this draft class. Noah, whatever his last name is, he's actually really good. He could be a 1st round potential sleeper. We'll go with Noah here from Auburn. Slot corner, 69 overall, normal development. So not a bad pick there. I mean, we are not getting any development traits whatsoever. And here we are picking in the 4th round again. Jonathan Grenard goes off the board. KJ Hamler's still here. Michael Pittman. I think we'll go Michael Pittman. We haven't taken him yet. Wide receiver out of USC. 69 overall, normal development. So we continue to kind of falter on these picks here. But I mean, this is definitely a realistic draft class. I like how realistic it is. Because in our minds, you would think, oh, this guy would be like a 74 overall, right? No, like, I mean, Madden usually starts out rookies pretty low. Kind of like what this year, Daniel Jones was like a 60 overall. So, I mean, it makes sense. Why is Bryson Hopkins a 6th round prospect? Harrison Bryant is a 7th round prospect? Yeah, okay. So there's some things that I like and some things I don't like about this draft class. Nick Harris from Washington. I mean, Solomon Kinley's not a 7th round prospect. Ben Bredeson's not a 6th round prospect. Nick Harris isn't a 6th round prospect. Matt Hennessy is an undrafted. That's ridiculous. Nick Harris, we'll go ahead and draft him. Center out of Washington, 68 overall. Normal dev again. So, I mean, we're getting good value, but not in terms of development. Who have we drafted? Tua, Josh Jones, Mekhi Becton, C.J. Henderson, Terrell Lewis, Michael Pittman. Okay. So, guards. We'll look at the guards and see what's available, because I'm all about building this offensive line. Jonah Jackson, Ben Bredesen, and Solomon Kinley are here. I'll go Ben Bredesen here. 66 normal. I mean, he's better than what we got, so. And then Solomon Kinley will probably be our next pick. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go Solomon Kinley. 69 overall normal development. So, landing some pretty good players here late in the draft. Even though that's not at all where they're going to go. Tariq Black. We're getting to the point where I don't know any of these players. Darrell Taylor from Tennessee. He's not a bad player. Denzel Mims, sign me up. 66 overall normal development. This guy had potential first round buzz early in the season. Because, I mean, he was a stud for Baylor. Let's see who we got. Darrell Taylor's still here. We'll take Darrell Taylor. 61 overall normal development. I think he's a little better than that, but this is actually pretty lit. Like, y'all are getting the experience with me, my first time doing this draft class, and it's an interesting one. Aaron Fuller from Washington. Antonio Gandy Golden still here. Harrison Bryant. Brandon Mann, best punter ever, potentially, but we don't need a punter. Michael Warren the second. Is there anything at corner? Trey Brown from Oklahoma. Jordan Mack from Virginia. LeBron Ray from Alabama. Benito Jones. James Lynch. We'll go James Lynch from Baylor. 56 overall? That's ridiculous. James Lynch is a great player. You need to update your draft class, bro. Take another receiver here. We'll go Antonio Gandy Golden. 68 overall normal development. I mean, it feels like every player in this class has normal development, so it's a little annoying. Braden Mann's still here. I really don't need him. But he's like the best player available. Sam Ellinger is a punter. Oh, I guess these are the players that he had, and then they declared back for school, and he just changed them into a punter. We'll go Bryce Perkins here from Virginia. 59 overall, normal development. Nice. So, I mean, draft was interesting, to say the least. I think we did pretty good with Tua. Tua's going to come in and start right away. Hidden development, excuse me. Mekhi Becton and come in and start at left tackle immediately. Josh Jones, 69, but has that hidden development at right tackle. C.J. Henderson, only a 70 overall normal development. Terrell Lewis, 72 normal development. Noah I'm going to try and pronounce his name. Igbanine? Noah Igbanine? We'll go with that. 69 overall normal development. Michael Pittman, 69 normal development. Nick Harris, 68 normal development. Ben Bredesen, 66 normal development. And then we're going to move over Solomon Kinley to left guard. So we're going to have like a rookie offensive line. And then Denzel Mims, Daryl Taylor, James Lynch, Antonio Gandy Golden, and Bryce Perkins finishes out the draft. So Michael Dieter, I don't think no longer has a starting place on this team. Yeah, he's a backup. So yeah, we're rocking out with a whole new offensive line. Oof. Devontae Parker, Preston Williams, and then we'll have Michael Pittman in the slot. Austin Eckler, Benny Snell. Tua Tagovailoa is our new quarterback. That doesn't look like Tua at all. No, they didn't do very good on that. Terrell Lewis and Taco Charlton here. Definitely going to go Terrell Lewis. Adrian Colbert's going to start at strong safety. We brought in Bud Dupree. We got Jerome Baker, Raekwon Millen inside. Kendall Fuller, C.J. Henderson, and Noah Igbanani. I think I pronounced that like that a while ago. Christian Wilkins, Andrew Billings is starting there. Okay. That's odd. Did I move Davin Gotchix to left end? I guess we do, since we're playing in a 3-4. Gonna move him to left end. Okay, so I mean, I guess Andrew Billings is getting the start. I didn't expect that. We'll move Noah there. Terrell Lewis. Christian Wilkins, I guess, is rushing. Jerome Baker, Raekwon McMillan. And Michael Pittman's going to start in the slot. And I guess Benny Snell and Austin Eckler are going to just carry the ball together. I mean, 1-2 punch, I guess. And we'll go ahead and simulate to the next week. So, let's go ahead and upgrade some players. Jerome Baker there. And let's go ahead and make sure all the schemes are correct. 80 multiple zone run. 84 vertical power run. That's probably what we're going to rock out with. Vertical zone run. I think we'll go vertical zone run here. Or is power run better? Ooh, vertical power run. Yeah, we'll go with that. 3-4 under. Oh, God. They want us to move to a 4-3, but we're just going to stick with what we got. So we'll keep the 3-4 under. And we'll sim to see how we do. I don't expect to be very good. But yeah, let's sim to the mid-season mark. The reason I haven't done 2021 draft classes is because we're so early in the process. Like, yes, we do know now which players are declaring back to school, but I just don't trust them. I don't trust the 2021 draft classes. So we do 2020 draft classes, and then we just do auto-generated rookies, which I think is a little more fun. But yeah, we are 2-5 at the mid-season mark. So let's go ahead and upgrade our players here. And let's see who we got to negotiate with. I see Raekwon McMillan, Davin Gotchix, Taco Charlton. Bunch of nobodies out here. Except Raekwon McMillan, who we are going to give a pretty decent deal to. Davin Gotchix, I'm not going to bring him back probably, so Let's just go ahead and simulate to the playoffs. Maybe we somehow make it. Don't expect to, but you never know. And yeah, we missed the playoffs. We beat the Raiders to finish up the season, and we go 5-11 again. So Tua, what the hell? Tua only had 2,800 yards, 18 touchdowns to 10 picks. And we didn't even run the ball particularly well. Oh my god. I mean, I'm not even going to discuss these offensive numbers because they're terrible. Raekwon McMillan had 109 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. Sacks on the year were awful. Oh my god. Interceptions, 3 from Adrian Goldberg, 3 from C.J. Henderson, a pick from Kendall Fuller and Bobby McCain. Forced fumbles, 2 there for Raekwon, Kendall Fuller, Bobby McCain. Any touchdowns? No. Oh my god. 32nd offense. Not a shocker there. Defensively, we were 20th. Yearly awards, we're not even going to look at the MVP. We have no one. Offensive Player of the Year, no one. Defensive Player of the Year, no one. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Joe Burrow. I'm sure he had a way better season than us. Michael Pittman there at number 3. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Chase Young. C.J. Henderson was right behind him. And then Noah Igbenon there at 10. But my god, guys. That's one of the worst offensive seasons I've ever seen from a quarterback in Sim. So yeah, we're definitely making some upgrades to the playbooks. For sure. I mean, this was just, oh god, this was terrible. I'm not even going to bring back those guys. Let's go ahead and see what we got for free agency here. Should have a decent amount of money. 83 million. Ryan Ramczyk is here. Don't really need him. I'm going to rock out with our youth on the offensive line. Ryan Kelly. I mean, some good offensive linemen. It's just I'm not going to spend my money. This is a realistic rebuild. Strong safety, Keanu Neal. I've gotten him before. Jabril Peppers. I mean, these are just some uninspiring free agents. Carl Lawson. Oh boy. Yeah, this is not a good team. Ty McKinley, Carl Lawson, I guess could come and play left end for us. I mean, I guess he fits a 3-4 defense. It's an end. Kind of undersized, but I mean, anything's better than nothing, I guess. Linebacking core looks okay. Corners, no one I'm really looking at there. Go ahead and bring in Jabril Peppers, I guess. He's a young player. I mean, free safety. There's no one here. God, this is one of the worst free agencies ever. And Carl Lawson says, nah, fam, I'm good. Jabril Peppers is up, so strong safety was a need, and we get that. We'll go ahead and simulate to the draft, man. Hopefully we have better luck drafting, because we are terrible. Raiders at number 1 go with a defensive end from USC, Kenya Herrick. Buccaneers go JoJo Toon. I like that name, that's lit. Quarterbacks here, tight end, free safety. We do need a free safety, an early first round talent. Darkeys Kendricks, not a bad player there. Oh man, I think the pick is going to be that free safety. He looks like the best player on the board. So Jaden Wallace, 76, number 3. We took him at number 3, and he's got hidden development. So solid pick there, nothing less. Let's simulate the pick 15. Maybe that defensive end is still there because we need a left end. And he's not. He's a running back here. Here's a defensive end. He's a speed rusher, though. Some good tackles. Don't need offensive line. We're going with the youth. There's a lot of offensive line. There's a speed rusher, but he doesn't fit our 3-4 defense. This guy could, though. Hit power, power moves, tackle. I don't really like when, I don't like when hit power is their best attribute. Any receivers? First round talent? Nah. God. So that guy looks really good. What does this guy look like? Late first rounder. Greg Nix, mid first. It's not a bad player. Just doesn't have any pass rushing moves. It's not a good draft class whatsoever. This corner looks good. Ed Golden, but he's a late first round talent. Yeah, I guess I'm going to go with Rashad Overton. And we're just going to move him to left end. 75 hidden overall. Ranked number 8 in the class. Took him at 15. He's got rush moves, so that's why I took him over that other guy, because the other guy didn't have any pass rush at all. So let's see here. Let's see what's in the second round. I mean, there hasn't been anything. Don't need a running back. Don't really need tackles. This other defensive tackle is here. He's got block shedding. I don't know if I need a defensive tackle. Receiver, Joey Moxley. He's a fast guy, but doesn't look like a good player. So, yeah, this class is awful. I guess we could go with this guy as a backup D tackle. 75 hidden overall. He's good, so that was the guy we were considering in the first round that had no pass rushing skills. He's more of I guess like a nose tackle. So, I mean, he could be a good backup or maybe even start over Andrew Billings. But yeah, this class is just so bad, dude. It really is. Hold on. Does this guy have high bench press? Ooh, third. This is how you cheat. This is how you cheat in Madden auto-generated classes. You just look at the bench presses, which I think that's still a thing. If it's not, let me know down in the comments below. No good centers there. What's this guy looking like? 11th. God, this. Oh. I think the best one was this guy, Elliot Eckert. We'll go ahead and go with him. Holy crap, he's a 76 and he's ranked number 5. I think the bench press means something. Okay. We got a total still there. Elliot Eckert. Okay, I see you. That's insane value. That is actually insane. I did not expect him to be 76 overall. Nathan Roberts, he had a pretty good bench press. I mean, there's just no other players in offensive tackles, so we might as well take a shot at these guys. 65, I mean, not bad. We'll just go ahead and simulate the end of the draft, but gosh dang, that's 76 tackle. I know I wasn't going to take offensive lineman, but that guy has a starting place on the roster now. We just got to figure out who we want to give up on. Who is this? Hey, Ben Bredesen didn't do anything. Who's this Acosta dude? Did they draft another stud offensive lineman for us? Josh Jones is only a 70. So maybe we move him to left guard. I guess that's the move. We'll move Josh Jones to left guard. I mean, honestly don't know. Mekhi Becton, Josh Jones, Nick Harris, Solomon McKinley, and Eckert. Gesicki, Preston Williams, Devontae Parker, Michael Pittman, Austin Eckler, Benny Snell, Tua. Gonna go ahead and start Wallace here at free safety. Bobby McCain's just gonna rock out as a backup. Bud Dupree, Jerome Baker, Raekwon McMillan, and Terrell Lewis. C.J. Henderson, Kendall Fuller, and Ibukani from Auburn. Overton is going to move to left end. So let's go ahead and make that possible. I mean, I honestly don't think this team is good, but move Wallace back to starting free safety. And there we go. I mean, we'll go ahead and put Nix as starter since he's got that hidden depth, but I mean, defense is coming along at least. Overton, Dupree, Nix. Okay. This guy's going to start there, Michael Pittman and Austin Eckler. We're just going to rock out with Austin Eckler, and we definitely need to change the playbooks. Like, for sure. 73 there for vertical power run. Anything better? No. 3-4 under, starting to come along there, but what offense is good? Let's go New Orleans offense, and then on defense we'll go Denver, because I know they get a lot of sacks. So hoping this works out. Let's spend some coach XP. Probably going to go towards the offensive line. More than likely, DB would be interesting. We got to get our offensive line going, so we'll go ahead and spend it on offensive line, and let's simulate to the mid-season. I don't know how this is going to turn out. We changed the playbook, so hopefully Tua has a better year. If not, this might be a total fail. This might honestly be a total fail. So we're like 1-5 or 1-4 on the rebuild. So, and we're 3-5. Oof. Mike Gesicki. I honestly don't know if I want to bring you back. Jerome Baker for sure. Lock you up for a 6-year deal. Andrew Billings, he's been serviceable. I don't know. I think we can find better. Preston Williams hasn't really developed. Jason Saunders, one of the best kickers in the league. We'll give you like a 6-year deal. And then Adrian Colbert, yeah, a bunch of no ones. So let's go ahead and spend some more Coach XP here. And we'll simulate to the playoffs, see if we can somehow make it. Probably going to go defensive line. I prioritize that much more than defensive backs. So go ahead and upgrade the players. And let's send them to the playoffs. Hopefully we make it. Probably not. I could see us going like 7-9. And we go 8-8. The division was right there for the taking. It was just such a competitive division, but it was terrible at the same time. Tua throws for 3,800 yards, 26 touchdowns, 13 picks. Did I even show what his dev trait was? A star? What? Okay, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. 1,100 yards, 15 touchdowns for Austin Eckler, 378 and 2 for Tua. Receiving, Devontae Parker had 854 and 6. Michael Pittman had 850 and 4. Secchi had 810 and 4. Preston Williams 730 and 6. Austin Eckler also chipped in 374 and 3. Offense still isn't very good. Bud Dupree had 8 sacks, 7 sacks from the rookie Greg Nix. What is he? What's his dev? Star? Christian Wilkins had 5.5 sacks, 5 tackles for loss. Not very good. Terrell Lewis, has he gotten any development? No. Overton only had 2.5 sacks. Star development. 3 interceptions for Jabril Peppers, and then 3 more. I mean, this was uninspiring. 2 forced fumbles from Jabril Peppers. He didn't even recover any defensive touchdowns. None. So 13th in offense. Not bad. Way better than last year, and defense was 22nd. So defense was kind of disappointing. MVP goes to Ezekiel Elliott. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Patrick Mahomes. No Dolphins. Defensive Player of the Year, Von Miller. Jerome Baker there at 6. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Everett Lehman for the Bengals. I guess that's a quarterback, since they decided, hey, we're not going to take Joe Burrow. Fuck everyone else. And fuck their mock drafts. Yeah, no one there for the Dolphins. Greg Nix wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. Jaden Wallace, the free safety, at number 3. Overton at number 5. So, okay. Interesting. I'm never going to use that guy's draft class again. I mean, I liked it at the time because it was realistic and stuff, but his depth traits are ridiculous. Like, star development for Tua Tagovailoa. Superstar at least, man. Like, Mike Gesicki is here. Preston Williams, Andrew Billings. I'm not going to bring back any of these guys. Like, I don't see the point when we can just spend some money in the free agency, which we are going to spend some money in free agency, let me tell you. Because we're heading into the 3rd season and we have yet to crack 8 wins. So, Jair Alexander, J.J. Watt, Leighton Vander Esch, Mike McGlinchey, Michael Gallup, Gina Nwuzu, Chandler Jones. I mean, okay, about me spending a lot of money in free agency. James Washington, I guess, could be a player. Star development, only 26. I mean, it's okay, I guess. There's not much players here we can get. Superstar development for Sam Hubbard. Ooh. I'm actually going to bring him in to start over Christian Wilkins, because Christian Wilkins has been garbage. So yeah, Sam Hubbard, you're going to come in and play defensive end for us. Connor Williams. Yeah, there's no one else here I want, so done sim a week. We get James Washington and Sam Hubbard. Is there anyone that's here that might be shocking that they're still here? Not really. So, we do need a tight end. Totally forgot about that. Gesicki's still here. Jordan Reed, Hayden Hurst. We can trade for a tight end if it comes down to it. But okay, let's get into this draft. Pick at 15. There's really no need to trade up. If y'all wondering why I don't trade up very much, I just don't find the need to. Running back, right outside linebacker, left tackle here. Second okay prospect. This defensive tackle looks insane. But we've drafted so much at that position. Reggie Locke from Ohio State, he looks really good. This offensive lineman looks really good. Charles McMillan, we don't need a safety. Tyrone Tatum. I mean, he looks alright. This receiver looks pretty good. It's another, like, bland draft class, honestly. I think we're going to go with this corner. Tyrone Tatum. He's a 72 overall normal development. Not a good pick. I mean, he's okay. Maybe he'll develop into something, but... oh, this rebuild is not turning out very good, man. Wide receivers. No one really there. Tight end. D-tackle's still here. John Rodriguez. J.J. Weatherspoon. I mean, there's a lot of D-tackles available. It's weird. Yeah, we're probably going to trade. We're probably going to trade for a tight end here. We need a tight end, so corner's a big need too. But we just took that one guy, so a second and a third for... and look at the tight ends here. Browns don't ever want David Njoku, so... oh, really? Okay, alright. Bobby McCain. It's perfect for y'all. They don't want that. Okay. O.J. Howard. Y'all got Hunter Bryant. I don't want him either. Guess we can give up an offensive lineman. Ben Bredesen hasn't been doing anything for us, so almost not enough. Jesse Davis. Do y'all want him? No. Left end. We'll give y'all a second next year too. So close. They want us to give up that first round pick, but I'm not about to do that, so. It's Harrison Bryant. Albert Okanibanam. 78. What about... okay, I know this is the most unrealistic thing ever, but a second and third. Can we get Travis Kelce? This would be insane if we got Travis Kelce. Oh, shit. Left end. What if we gave y'all Christian Wilkins? I mean, he hasn't done much for us, so... damn it. Okay. I don't want to give up a first round pick. I really don't. Give up another 2. Make the Chiefs exceed the league salary cap. I call bullshit on that. Jared Pinkney. I mean... Thaddeus Moss. Austin Hooper, Cole Kmet. I guess we'll try for Austin Hooper. And that goes through, so we got Austin Hooper, so that's cool. Get the tight end that we needed, and we'll go ahead and simulate to the end of the draft. This definitely wasn't a successful draft. It was pretty bad. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out our draft recap. Draft recap. Tyrone Tatum, 72 normal. I mean, he's just going to be deaf. Jamal Campbell, and the computer drafted in the 60s. It's surprising. But yeah, let's go ahead and simulate a week. We might change our defense again because our defense was not good again. Um, but big changes. Offensive line pretty much stays the same. Austin Hooper is our new addition through trade. James Washington we brought in free agency. On the defensive side of the ball, we brought in Sam Hubbard to replace Christian Wilkins because Wilkins has been garbage. So we got Overton, Kendall Fuller, C.J. Henderson, and Noah Igbanon is still here, so same corners. Wallace is here, Jabril Peppers, Terrell Lewis, Jerome Baker, Raekwon McMillan, and Bud Dupree. And then the specialists, we'll go Noah here at slot corner. I guess Nix is going to start there. Overton, Baker, Pittman, and we'll go Eckler here. So, team has good talent. I mean, I think we should definitely make the playoffs. Definitely wasn't feeling the New Orleans offense. I mean, we did better, but we'll go Tennessee. And then for defense, 3-4, we'll go Baltimore. I haven't really ever seen how Baltimore's plays, so let's spend some Coach XP, and let's get into the, I believe it's third season. Yeah, because we went 5-11 and 8-8 last year. So we'll go ahead and spend DBs. That's all we can spend right now. So yeah, let's send to the mid-season after we upgrade these players, and hopefully we can make a run at the playoffs and put ourselves in the conversation for a Super Bowl. Hopefully. Because I will probably be named the worst rebuilder of all time if we drop to, like, what is it, 1-6 if we lose this rebuild, or 1-5, and we just tied with the Bengals in week 8, and we are 3-4-1. We're still in the division hunt. Bud Dupree is an impending free agent. Christian Wilkins, Bobby McCain, Benny Snell, Antonio Gandy Golden. Yeah, none of these. So let's go and upgrade our players, and we'll just spend some Coach XP and see how things work out. But hopefully we don't make the playoffs at like 8-8. That would suck. We're going to save up our money for the QB training boost heading into the playoffs if we get there. Hopefully we do, but let's see how we do. I mean, honestly, I'm not feeling confident we make the playoffs, but maybe we do. And we actually do. We finished 8-7-1, and we're taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. That's what I'm talking about. So, I mean, we got in with a winning record. Are we a wild card team? We're a wild card team. The Jets finished 8-7. No, they finished 9-7. So, we almost won the division. 4,000 yards, 31 touchdowns, 11 picks. By far his best season. Austin Eckler, 930 yards, 4 touchdowns. Average 4 yards per carry. So, I mean, a couple more carries, he would have gotten 1,000. Our first 1,000-yard receiver of the rebuild, Devontae Parker, with almost 1,100 yards and 9 touchdowns. Michael Pittman with just a little over 900 yards, 6 touchdowns. James Washington, the free agent, 758 and 4. Austin Hooper, 709 and 8. And Austin Eckler chipped in there. Defensively, 133 tackles, 16 tackles for loss, 4.5 sacks, 3 picks for Jerome Baker. That's got to be Defensive Player of the Year. Sacks on the year, Bud Dupree had 7.5, 5.5 for Raekwon McMillan. Jerome Baker, 4.5, 4.5 for Sam Hubbard. You take in the tackles for loss, these are actually good numbers, just not great sack production. Jerome Baker, 3 picks, 3 picks for Kendall Fuller, 2 for Noah Igbanon, and 1 for C.J. Henderson. Forced fumbles, got 2 here from Dupree and Peppers, they both recovered it. And any touchdowns, we do. Noah Igbanon, I guess, got a pick 6 there. So 15th on offense. Defense was 13th, so we got better. Let's look at the yearly awards. MVP Deshaun Watson. Tua was in there at 4. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Tua at number 5. No more Dolphins. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Jerome Baker, much deserved. Offensive Rookie of the Year, I don't think we're going to see anyone. Jamal Campbell and Tyrone Tatum at 9 and 10 respectively. So let's go ahead and turn on that quarterback training boost for our wild card matchup with the Chiefs, and we'll see if we can get to the divisional round. We're going to go ahead and upgrade the players, and I'm only going to jump in if we need to. I'm not going to touch it again. I keep coming in and I keep costing our team's rebuilds. So we'll see how this game goes out. Like I said, jump in if I need to, but we're just going to let the sim do its thing and see if the team can do it. I mean, I think we have decent amount of talent. Super Bowl caliber worthy? Probably not. I mean, from the teams that I've rebuilt on this channel so far, this is probably one of the worst teams. Like, I just think it's like one of the worst teams that we've rebuilt. So let's go ahead and start simming. And no score yet. Dolphins, we go down and score a touchdown. They go down and score a touchdown. I think that was a turnover there. And yeah, 21-7, 28-7. I'm jumping in. Said I would if we needed to. We need me to jump in. How much worse can I play than the sim? So we hit Devontae Parker, get a first down there. Very overthrown by Tua. He only has 75 yards passing. That's terrible. We'll go play action wide receiver in here. Whoa. High snap. And we get sacked. Caleb Von Chase on. Probably could have used him. Little verticals here. Devontae Parker. Oh, tight end. There we go. Austin Hooper. I think that's a first down. Should be. And yes, it is. So that was a terrible throw. That was a terrible throw by me, guys. Let's see, we'll go verticals again. Throw it to Gandy Golden. Slowly but methodically moving our team down the field. Literally like a 4 hours later meme here. And that's a pick. That's a pick. Oh, Solomon Kinley. You almost got him. Oh, he stays on his feet. What? And we're probably just going to send the rest of this out. I mean, I didn't do any favors. I came in and threw a pick. And yeah, we can't even score a touchdown. We haven't even sniffed the end zone since the first quarter. And we get a field goal. 41-10. 41-17, and that's how our season ends here in the third season. So, 274 yards, a touchdown. I threw one of them picks. Patrick Mahomes was great. Rushing, Austin Eckler did nothing. Receiving, nothing to really talk about. And defense, Caleb Von Chase on, did pretty good. Nix, Overton. So we got 2 sacks on the day, no picks, any forced fumbles, we got none. So let's go ahead and see what's in store for the 4th and final season. I think I might plan on overhauling this roster quite a bit. I mean, we'll see though. I mean, yeah, we weren't going to beat the Chiefs. They just got way more talent than us, so At least we made the playoffs once if we don't make it next year. I mean, it sucks that we might fail another rebuild, but just going to let all these guys go in free agency, go ahead and upgrade our players here. Jerome Baker has developed pretty nice. And just so y'all know, I'm just doing XP sliders on 100, the normal one. So if y'all think I should maybe like start doing XP sliders so our team develops faster, let me know down in the comments. Maybe that's why my teams are sucking in rebuilds. I mean, we're building the squads, but like they're not getting to the promised land. So let me know if that's something y'all want to see. I know a few YouTubers have been called out for it being too high or too low. I don't know what's too high or too low. So y'all just let me know. If y'all have any suggestions for something that will make this rebuild experience more entertaining, let me know. But yeah, let's go ahead and see if there's any people we want to trade here. Austin Eckler, he's been a bust. I'm gonna cut him. I don't think he's been good. Devontae Parker's still pretty good. James Washington, Michael Pittman, tight end is good. Mekhi Becton's still holding up. Josh Jones, Nick Harris, Solomon Kinley is still playing right guard. Elliot Eckert is still playing right tackle. I mean, this team is good. It's not terrible. We do need a right outside linebacker. Corners are good. Safeties are good. I just don't know what I can do to this team. I mean, I guess just spend like crazy. David DeCastro. I know we signed him in one of our rebuilds. Rodney Hudson. We'll go ahead and sign Rodney Hudson up on a one-year deal. I mean, we're going all out. Nick Harris, he's been serviceable, but we got to win now. Montez Sweat. God, there's really no one. I guess Montez Sweat could be a right outside linebacker. He's used to playing the 3-4 outside linebacker, so gonna bring him in. Don't need a quarterback. Tua really hasn't developed. Running back. I don't see anything here. Maybe we bring Austin Eckler back. He's like the best free agent, so we'll bring Eckler back. He hasn't been good, but he's really the only option. If there's one in the draft that we like better, sure, we'll bring him in, but tight end, no. Jonah Williams, don't really need him. Bringing in Rodney Hudson. We'll go ahead and bring in David DeCastro. Build this team into a super team. Right tackle's good. Justin Houston. I mean, we have the money. Shaq Thompson. Darius Slay. We'll bring in Slay for one season. Try and make a Super Bowl run. But yeah, we're spending as much money as we can to get to the Super Bowl. I'm tired of losing, so. Our negotiations, David DeCastro, we probably need to bump him up a little more, for sure. There we go. Rodney Hudson, bump him up a little more. Austin Eckler, Darius Slay, and Montez Sweat. Was there anyone else I wanted to bring in? Rocky Sin. I guess we can bring in Rocky Sin. Not a bad player. So, yeah. That's our free agents that we're going to bring in. Hopefully they make a difference. And we get all of them. So, let's simulate to our final draft. And if y'all haven't checked out, yesterday I started a Face of the Franchise series on here. It was pretty cool. My first time really ever playing it, so y'all go ahead and go check that out. It's going to be in the playlist. Face of the Franchise, Our Journey to the NFL, Episode 1. And then we have our Detroit Lions franchise series that I haven't done in like 2 days because I'm just kind of burnt out on it. Trying to find some sliders that are good for gameplay. And I haven't really found any, but once we get the sliders ready for that, we'll have our rebuilds coming out once per day, and then Face of the Franchise once a day. We'll probably be posting 3 times a day, so be sure to have your post notifications on. Every time I go live, y'all will be notified, and y'all won't have to miss any. But if you don't like watching it live, it'll be in the playlist whenever you want to watch it. But yeah, let's go ahead and sim to our pick. And I really don't know what we need here. I guess we'll go best player available. This running back looks pretty good. How old is this guy? They're both 21. They're really good. Quarterback, corner. That guy looks good. Defensive end here. I think we're gonna go with that. I don't know who to choose. It's either the corner or one of these 2 running backs. They're both receiving backs. This guy's a receiving back, and literally he doesn't even have catching in his main thing. But he does have A- carrying. They're not elite prospects. I'm going to go with Mike Eccles here. Good zone coverage. Hopefully he's a good pick. 76 overall hidden development, so definitely got a good player there. Don't know how much we need him, but we just took best player available. Continue to build up this roster. We don't pick again until the 3rd round. So, good look at running back here if there's still one on the board. Here's a receiver. Mid-second round talent. Go ahead and put a star next to his name. No running backs really available. Offensive lineman? No. Defensive tackle? Look at this guy down here, just chilling. Late 1st round pick. I guess we'll go with this defensive tackle. He's a 1st round talent, so best player available. He's a 69 overall normal development, so go ahead and simulate to the end of the draft. I've really been disappointed with these auto-generated draft classes the last couple of times we've done a rebuild. Like, they have been awful. I don't know if that's a new thing, like they're just that bad now, or I don't know, to make it more difficult. But we got Mike Eccles here from Connecticut. Don't really know if he's going to see the field, but they finished up the draft for me. Nothing to mention really there, but let's go ahead and check out this team. 85 across the board. Tua's coming back. Austin Eckler's here. We had to bring him back. Devontae Parker's up to Superstar X Factor. James Washington, Michael Pittman, and then Denzel Mims. Mekhi Becton, Josh Jones, Rodney Hudson, David DeCastro we brought in. And then Eckert, Austin Hooper. Yeah, so we did bring in Darius Slay. We brought in Rocky Sin. We drafted... We have Noah Igbenite. So, I mean, we have so much talent at corner. Wallace here at safety. Pepper's there. Terrell Lewis, Jerome Baker, Raekwon McMillan, and we brought in Montez Sweat to replace Bud Dupree, but guess we'll play Kendall Fuller in the slot. I mean, that makes no sense. Sweat, Overton, Hubbard, Baker, Pittman, Eckler. I think we're ready to get going. So go ahead and send to the midseason mark. We made the playoffs last year, lost to the Chiefs in the opening round. So hopefully we make the playoffs again and make an impact, because we brought in the free agents to do it. So there might be some older players, but they're veterans. They're trying to get that chip. So, and we lost 35-28 to the Bengals in week 8, and we are 4-4, still in the division race. All we really need to do is upgrade our players, maybe spend some coach XP, and just send to the playoffs and hope for the best, man. We'll go running. Oh, no. We'll go running back, since Austin Eckler doesn't like to show up. And let's see if we make the playoffs. I'm hoping we do, but I don't know if we will. I think we probably have the best team in the division. And we don't make the playoffs, so another failed rebuild. We finished 7-9. Tua was good. I mean, 4,200 yards, 30 touchdowns, 15 picks. Rushing, Austin Eckler was terrible once again. Receivers didn't do much. And then I don't know how we did sack-wise. Did nothing. So yeah, that was a failed rebuild. That's my first time using someone else's draft class other than Bengals, and it was bad. So I don't know, man. This is really disappointing. Like, I thought I was going to be really good at rebuilds, and because I've been doing them for years, and now I finally get on YouTube and we absolutely suck. So hopefully we can start turning the rebuilds around and getting to some Super Bowls. Like I said earlier in the video, if you have any suggestions to make this rebuilding process for all these teams more entertaining, if it has to do with XP sliders or just some different ideas, leave a comment down below, or contact me on one of my social media. That sounded weird. Contact me on my social media and give me some ideas. I want to make this as entertaining as possible for you guys, and I love doing this. So anything to make the channel better. If you haven't already, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And till next time, guys, y'all have a great day, and peace out.